the word, very strong word, that directly, but no matter. Point is that we might have seen what we've seen in the past from Lendl when his game has collapsed to a degree had he lost that game.
That's true. It could have been more of a downward spiral there, but back even in the second set. What Lendl needs not only to get back into this match, but for his confidence is a break. He hasn't broken McEnroe yet in this match.
As long as McEnroe, and you talked about this before the match, can execute those sharply angled precision shots, it'll be very difficult for Lendl.
John's playing like this is a fast court. Just wide. He wants to take a peek at that one.
I don't blame him. He's got that right, and I thought it was in.
Well, two that he has contested, I think he was correct on.
I don't understand.
You want him to check it? I'm looking at a mark that's out. You want him to check it? All right. Do you have a mark, Doc? Do you have the mark?
He's asking the center service lines person to come and take a peek. Got to point at the same mark. Let's hope they point at the same mark. John is saying that's a different mark. This is a classic demonstration of what goes on around
the mark, but part of the ball's in. He picked the exact mark it was, but a part of it's in.
He's judging it out.
John is saying that that center service lines person picked the correct mark, but the mark also was partly in. Oh, that looks
I'm sorry, that ball was in, and I saw it was in, and I don't blame McEnroe a bit for that one.
To err is human.
All right, enough now, John. Back to the contest. Concentrate.
He's one of the few players, though, when he gets mad, he plays better. Sometimes. I don't think Lendl has yet assumed that sort of a hangdog look that he gets every once in a while. That he's not out of it by any means in this match yet.
But he's got a premonition.
That's why.
40-15.
Even Jack Kramer says.
Lendl has changed. Lendl has changed his tactics now. He's standing at least 5 yards behind the baseline.
I was about to say, even Jack Kramer has said no man ever came to this sport with more talent than McEnroe.
I believe it.
Lord knows Jack had it. That's 3.
Yes. Not even close. Talking about the very talented players, Art Larson, of course Martina Navratilova was still very talented. Althea Gibson was a great athlete.
And in '56, when she won Wimbledon, you said she'd never make it.
Yeah. Just wide.
And so McEnroe holds service. Lendl has yet to break service in this fine match. McEnroe leading 2-1.
We're back in this 4th game, Howard. Second set. Just wide. McEnroe wants to close out this match. Won the first set 6-4, in case you joined us late. As we're looking at these net approaches again, Lendl has been to the net 6 times. Effective 50% of the time. McEnroe very effective.
I think that's the graphic that tells the story.
So far.
No, you don't miss that every game.
He said, no, you don't miss that every game.
He's, of quite capable of unwitting high humor.
Low humor, too, sometimes. What's this? A drop shot from Ivan Lendl.
Do you detect a change in Lendl's demeanor?
A little bit. The last game I saw it, and I'm seeing it a little bit. I'm wondering why he waited so long to try it, but he hit the drop shot, then he stood in no man's land, which was crazy. He either go up or stay back. Don't stand in the middle of the court. Then again, who am I to say? That's going to fall in. Ooh, that looked...
I thought
good.
that was good, and I don't blame you, Ivan.
But they said it was out.
And I asked you about his facial demeanor because I've seen that look before.
Yes.
He is now getting troubled, and he is beginning not to play the game that he can play.
But he had such a great match yesterday. He's got to be feeling fairly confident after that 6-love rout of Jimmy Connors. Trying to cut it too fine.
Over eager.
But he's very close. Each time he missed, the last couple of times he's tried that, he's only missed by an inch or so.
That's like getting the ball to the 1-inch line.
Yes.
Not getting it in. So. Two fine returns by McEnroe. And Lendl impatient.
Yes, when you hit your best shot, as Lendl hit that forehand just then, and it comes back, you try to bit harder the next time. And
second break point.
the result was an error.
Trouble.
Yes.
There it is.
Now, this is the point, if you watch that last point again, underspin backhand and another backhand from McEnroe to put the game away for his first break of the second set.
So, John leads 3-1, enjoys the service break edge, and said we could sense a change in Lendl's facial demeanor.
First saw it at 1-all, so now I think it's, we'll just see if he's going to fight back here. McEnroe wins his match, he's got to think very well of his chances at the French, which is also played on clay.
Slowest, even slow play, slow play.
McEnroe's fourth double fault, and he had 4 yesterday in his 6-1, 6-2 win over Jimmy Arias, who was one of our country's best clay court players, having won the Italian last year. Nicely done.
Only other American to win the Italian.
Barry McKay, recently, 1960.
What about a fellow named Carolinas?
Yes, Vetus. Recently.
Yes.
And the last American to win the French?
To win the French? Oh my.
Tony Trabert.
Yes.
29 years ago.
Mentioned it yesterday, in fact. Lovely ceremony here for Tony Trabert, a great friend, many years at the Forest Hills Award.
So McEnroe continues his service domination. The wind has died down just a little bit now. No, McEnroe welcomes that. He likes playing indoors better than any other place.
Six service aces for John in this match. That can undo a double fault in a hurry.
Yes. Restores your confidence. That's another one. No question, that ball was inside the line. We're seeing an exhibition here.
That's what you're seeing now is the greatest tennis player in the world, one of the greatest who has yet lived at the top of his game on clay. We'll be back. As as Arthur noted a few games back, began to waver.
Mentally, I saw him start to go at 1-all, and now it's...
You could see it. It was
Little, yes,
etched in the visage, in your words.
Right. My words exactly. Face looks screwed up also. Yes. Slipped in. I wonder what he's thinking now after having beaten Jimmy Connors yesterday. 6-love, 6-love, and now he's 1 but 5 games from John McEnroe.
I would really like to see him come back. For his own sake.
I'm anxious now as his Davis Cup captain to see what John does when he's in this position, being up, set in a break.
Good Lord. What a time for a double.
The first double fault for Ivan Lendl.
There is no time ever for a double fault, but there are times when it can be catastrophic. But look at that.
Crowd trying to get him on. Lendl's 4th ace.
30-40.
Still break point for McEnroe. And another break. And now, truly, even on clay, John McEnroe has a commanding lead, not only in this set, but in the match. 5-1.